Steve, what do you see as the biggest factor in your team's performance down the stretch tonight?
I thought we got some key stops. I thought Draymond was incredible down the stretch defensively. Offensively, he sealed his guy on Steph's layup with 8 seconds left, which was a brilliant play. But I just thought we got key stops when we needed to down the stretch.
Thoughts on Mavs rookie Jaden Hardy's game today?
He was terrific. We knew he would play quite a bit, especially with Kyrie out, but also with Hardaway out. I thought Hardy kept them in the game. Luka is always amazing, but for him to come back and play 41 minutes after not playing for a couple of weeks was pretty remarkable. But he had to have some help out there, and we felt like we were right there to pull away several times, but somehow, they kept hanging in there. I thought a lot of it had to do with Hardy and his play.
Clay talked the last game about using the final nine games of the season as kind of like a warm-up for the playoffs, just with the set sort of desperation you guys were playing with down the stretch. And what did you just like about that effort level? Is that something you want to carry over?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we have to treat every game now like it's a playoff game, because it's basically what it is. We're fighting with 7 other teams trying to jockey for either playoff position or, an actual playoff berth or a play-in berth, depending on how it all plays out, And I think, I talked with you last week, and we spoke about how much every game matters now, and how our guys just have to go out and compete and play. And we're down a lot of players right now with injuries, and I was really inspired just watching guys come off the bench and play well. Kuminga was amazing tonight. JaMychal Green gave us huge minutes off the bench. Lamb, Moses, JP made some big plays. So it's great. Guys are competing and they're fighting.
How would you summarize Jonathan's performance over the course of this 5-game road trip?
Probably the best 5-game stretch of his career, because the game is looking like it's becoming simpler for him and easier, somehow. He's just he's more at ease with himself on the floor at both ends, and so it's fun to watch. It's hard for young guys to come into this league and pick up everything that's being thrown at them, but he's done that, and here we are near the end of his second year, and he's just dramatically better than he was when he first arrived. So testament to him and his work ethic and his resilience in the face of a lot of adversity, a lot of difficult ups and downs.
Coach, talk about the confidence level of this team now to come out on the road and to win 2 big road games. You think you guys are kind of over that hump,
No, we're hot now. We are hot. We're road warriors. So, no, we knew we had to win these last 2 games. That's how we felt. Given that everybody is just jockeying for position, and we've got some tough games coming up, and we play the Sixers next, Minnesota after that. So we've got really difficult games coming up, and playing against a team that we were basically tied with in the standings tonight. Desperately needed it. I thought they were great, playing without Hardaway, without Kyrie. I thought Dallas was fantastic. They were, well prepared, and they defended like crazy and gave us a lot of trouble, but we pulled it out.
Coach, Dirk was in the building tonight. He's also a finalist to go into the Hall of Fame later this year.
Who's that?
Dirk.
Oh, Dirk. Yeah.
Also, Tony Parker, Pau Gasol, and Dwayne Wade, just to name a few. Becky Hammond as well. Just your thoughts on just that just those individuals in this particular class.
So who is it? It's
Becky, Dirk, Dwayne Wade, Pau Gasol, Tony Parker, and there's a couple of.
Pop, too, I think,
Pop as well,
yeah. Star-studded class. Very impressive class. And I have great memories of Dirk, just, playing against him at the very end of my career and then, following him, as a broadcaster and then, coaching against him. Just one of my all-time favorite players. Just the way he carried himself, the way he improved year after year and was always adding something to his game. Just so at peace with himself on the floor. He was a beautiful player to watch.
Coach, sorry, real quick before you go. You talked about pregame how Andrew Wiggins, you hope to get him back, but there's not for certainty to that. It seems like it's been a real group effort for the team to kind of rally around in his kind of absence. What have you seen from your end, at least from the locker room, how guys have kind of dealt with the situation? Obviously, very sensitive situation, but just from a basketball standpoint, how they've kind of rallied around in his absence.
Well, we love Wiggs. He's a huge part of our team. He's a great player, but he's a great human being. He's just a great teammate. I love coaching him. And so anytime you see one of your guys struggling, dealing with something, all you can do is, just support that player and give him space, and that's what we've tried to do. But our players and our coaches, front office, we're all just, thinking about Wiggs every day. And if he comes back, great. And if he doesn't come back, that's fine too. We just want to make sure that he's in a good place, taking care of his family, and we'll see how it plays out.
Steve, what happened, late in the third, there was a timeout, you guys came back, Dallas is on the other end.
Yeah.
You get the easy basket. I mean, what was your read on that situation?
Number one, it was my best ATO of the year. It worked brilliantly, just the way we got organized and confused them. I had to stop, and when I saw them at the other end, I had to stop and think, wait, isn't this our basket? Because I had drawn up a play for an out of bounds, underneath, baseline out of bounds. And when they were down at the other end, I had to stop and think, is this right? And so I don't know what happened. You'd have to ask their side. I thought it was pretty clear that it was our ball, and that's why I was drawing up a play, out of bounds on the baseline. But they all lined up at the other end. I guess they assumed it was their ball. Thanks.
Thank you.